everyone.
Hello, everybody. This is our second episode,
Number 2.
episode 2, and
Bahala ka podcast.
of the Bahala Ka podcast.
Pod.
And we've really taken this podcast thing
Quite seriously.
quite seriously. We've definitely wanted to do more than just start up a hobby podcast, which is what we're doing. It's a hobby. We're doing it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of got serious about the branding,
Yes.
the YouTube, the TikTok, the word of mouth. And thanks to our efforts and your guys' efforts, we hit over 30 followers on Instagram.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like much, but it means a lot to us.
No, yeah.
And we're very thankful for all of you.
Super thankful. So
Super.
Sobra.
Sobra.
Yeah, sobra.
Sobra.
Or that means a lot, essentially.
Basically.
In Tagalog. But yeah, guys, keep spreading this podcast around. It could get to 100, get to 1K, and who knows where we might go from there. So it goes a long way, guys. So right now we kind of have it in our inner circle of our family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until we get people that we don't even know and they listen to us, which might happen once we start releasing it to Spotify.
Yeah,
and stuff,
once it
and
actually
Apple Podcasts.
releases. Because at this time that we're recording, the first episode will be released tomorrow.
Yeah.
At 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very exciting.
Very exciting stuff. It's just the beginning, and I feel like we have a lot of the a majority of the bells and whistles out of the way right from the get-go in terms of gear, camera setting, lighting, and it's only gonna get better from here. And excuse my voice, guys. I feel like I have a little bit of nasal drip going on.
A little bit. Your voice is a lot deeper for sure.
Yeah. Well, there we go. I've always wanted a deeper voice. Yeah, just a lot of allergies happening right now. It's springtime. Today, it's a week from my birthday. Or, sorry, not a week, a month.
A month.
I'm
a week?
I'm excited.
Not ready?
Yeah, a month to my birthday, y'all. Turning 28.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 28.
What do you want?
A pony. No.
Pony.
We know what we're doing. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, guys. I vacuumed a good majority of the apartment today, and with that came a lot of cat fur. So allergies are kind of going up the wazoo right now. I've been cleaning a lot lately. I've been probably vacuuming my space
every week at this point.
Every week or every 3 days, every 4 days.
Yep.
And
I'm glad you told me ahead of time because I was able to take some allergy meds beforehand. So I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not affected.
And why am I vacuuming? Why am I vacuuming? Why am I getting all this stuff ready? Why am I preparing
what
stuff?
What exactly? Is it for the podcast? Nah.
No, it's not for the podcast.
It's not for the podcast. Why? Why are you cleaning so much, hun?
I'm moving back home to my parents' place. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah, guys. I moved out maybe August. You know when I moved out.
What?
September of 2020.
2020.
And the reason why I moved out is because it was the midst of COVID and the pandemic, and it's not that I didn't want to live with my parents anymore. It's just that I got a really good deal, a really good offer from one of my best friends, Sean, to move in with him, and it was pretty much an offer I couldn't refuse. One, it was going to be very affordable for me to live with a friend that I know and that I trust. Two, it would remain in the same city as my parents, so I could be close by if they needed me.
Just 5 minutes away.
I mean, don't reveal stuff.
I'm just saying the distance. I'm not revealing.
People might find out where I live. It's really complicated.
It's only a distance. I'm not saying
True.
that you're located in
Reno.
In New York.
In New York. I love New York. Can't wait to move to New York. And I just wanted to live away from my parents again. My
Mm-hmm.
first and only time that I did that was when I went to when I transferred to UC Irvine for a single year and 1 year only. And what a quick year that was.
Yep.
I just needed time apart, being locked in, uncertain about what's happening with COVID and
Mm-hmm.
the pandemic and lockdown. I just needed to be either one, by myself, or two, be with someone that, I could, enjoy my company with even more, because my parents were taking it very seriously, and you should still take it seriously. It's
Mm-hmm.
still happening.
Yes.
People are still getting COVID, but my happiness was just dwindling, and I just needed people around me that could, help me out with that.
Mm-hmm.
So moved out, and it was a good time. It was a good 2.5 year run.
Dang.
Yeah. So
Dang.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, guys. Like, people are asking me, like, "Oh, why are you moving back into your parents' house?"
Like, don't you want to go somewhere else or stay longer? At where you
Yeah,
live
or like,
now?
when are you gonna go move in with your girlfriend?
Hey.
And that's gonna happen eventually,
Eventually.
but we want it to be a wise financial decision.
Money's a big thing.
Money's a big
It's
thing.
expensive.
It's expensive to live in California. I want to stay in California.
You live in California?
Yeah. And yeah, guys.
I haven't even moved out yet. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't.
Can't yet.
You have so many reasons why.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, the reason why I've been telling people, like, why I am moving back in is because my parents are getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Parents are getting old. My dad and mom had me when my dad was 50 years old. So that makes him a juicy 78. A juicy 78 now. And for 78 years old, he's pretty spry still.
Yep.
But
Very.
he's getting old. My mom's getting old. And, I just want to be around to help out. But also, the primary other factor is
It's free.
it's free. Well, it's not free. I mean, it's not free.
You pay in other ways.
I pay in other ways, but and also in cash. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm
Mm.
still gonna, like, give my parents
Yeah.
some money, but
It's not like they're asking for a monthly rent. Right?
they're not going to.
They're not.
And I'm very lucky to be in that position.
Yes.
But
As am I.
I mean, like, within, like, a year of me moving out, or, like, 9 months of me moving out, they're like, "When are you coming back?" They wanted me back so badly. And I tried to delay it for as long as possible.
Mm.
And here we are. And yeah, guys, we just wanted to have that be, like, the main discussion of this episode. It's just kind of like home and living with your parents or not living with your parents, and everything that goes along with that, especially
Yes.
like your childhood home.
Mhm.
Because I have a lot of fun memories of my childhood homes.
I've moved houses probably like 5-6 times growing up.
Mhm.
So moving, I'm used to it. But I think
Yeah.
the one that I'm at right now, I think that's it for
Yeah, your
my
parents
whole my whole
your parents
family.
have set down their roots pretty heavily in that home.
We've stayed in the same area, so
Yeah.
it's not like we're moving a whole bunch of our furniture hours away from where we lived previously. But I think
Mhm.
this is it.
Yeah.
Now it's just a matter of when I will leave that home.
Right.
Just need to save up money. That's really it.
Yeah. And that's so important.
Yep.
Especially today, in, like, today's economy and job hunting and stuff like that. So, but let's just start off with, like, the beginning, childhood homes.
Okay.
Let's not reveal any addresses, but let's just
I used to live at
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
But do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I can start.
Yeah.
I've stayed in one area basically my whole life.
Yeah.
And haven't really ventured out much. I mean, I've traveled a lot, but like when it comes to my actual home, same area. We're from one-story home when it was just my parents and I, and then when my sisters were born, we moved into an apartment. And then from there, I remember my parents actually bought a house, and unfortunately, we lost that because of I think one of the main things was the 2008 recession.
Yeah, that was a big thing for us
Yes.
too.
And I think there were just like other financial things going on, but that was a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't lose a house, but we had other financial troubles that we dealt with in regards to that. So,
and then from there we moved to a nearby neighborhood again. It was just renting, and I think we moved to another neighborhood that was just renting, but that neighborhood after that was nice because it was right across from my high school. The only issue is when football games were happening, or
just loud
band practice. That
rambunctious.
doesn't help out my mom, who has a night shift.
Yeah.
As a nurse. So I think that was probably the shortest we've lived in that house, because
How long did you live there?
probably like a couple years, because other houses we were there for definitely more than 3. I can't really remember. My memory's a bit foggy when it comes to duration of how long we lived in those houses, but I feel like the one across from my high school, definitely the shortest.
Yeah. When it comes to like your childhood homes,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, is there more? And then you moved to your current home.
And then we moved to my current home.
Like, I think it's important to kind of dictate like when it comes to all of your childhood homes, do any like distinct images point out like intricate parts about your house?
High ceilings.
Or apartments.
A lot of high
That you thought were
ceilings.
just really interesting, high ceilings.
The high ceilings, because my sisters and I, we would like throw things up, and we don't have to worry about breaking anything because it's just gonna come back down. Or I remember always having to bring balloons down because we can't reach.
Yeah.
A lot of it 2-story houses. We were able to afford that at least. I think our favorite part about having staircases was being able to slide down them. So that was definitely a nice memory from my sisters and I.
Yeah, and that juicy rug burn.
Yeah. No, so we would like take a lot of the pillows from the couches in the living room, place them at the bottom, and we would slide down those pillows.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
A lot of memories. Just big houses, big family.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh. Hi.
Hi. Technical issues.
Yes.
It's fine.
It's okay.
We're back.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all. We had the camera freeze up on us, which is fine.
Which is okay.
I think I figured it out, but if it freezes again, then we'll
figure it out.
We'll figure it out after this episode. So, I'm just checking the frame rate. It's fine. 30 FPS is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your turn to talk.
So my
about?
turn. Yeah, I was born in Ventura. And I don't think there's really much remarkable about that city other than we had really expansive strawberry fields because we would have like a strawberry festival there. And that's where all my cousins went to. It's where like my uncles and aunts immigrated to when they were like, all right, y'all, we're all going to the same place because we got to stick together because this is America and we gotta work together to achieve our dreams. And so I had a lot of cousins growing up. And when it comes to like my childhood homes, I lived in a pretty decent neighborhood. It wasn't sketchy at all. I never saw anything sketchy there. But I do recall that we had a lot of like groundhogs or moles. We had a lot of like we had. I remember there was like a lot of like just mounds like all over the lawn, and we never did anything about it. So they just ran that front yard.
Did you ever encounter one?
Like in the mornings, yeah, they would just be like just chilling on top of the hill, just checking us out, and then
they just finished making another mound.
Yeah, and then I would go home, and then I would walk out, and then they would just like
scurry
back into their hole. In terms of like distinct things in my home, yeah, I mean like I had one of those height charts. You know, I feel like it's a pretty standard thing to do is do one of those height charts, and I feel
feel like I did that
Yeah.
too.
It was where all the like the linens and towels were kept.
Okay.
And yeah, I just have a distinct memory of me just like also smearing like my boogers
Disgusting. What's
on
wrong
there.
with you? Ew.
I mean, I don't know.
It's just the idea of it.
Because like I would pick my nose when I'm waiting, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty juicy one.
Oh no.
That's a nice nugget. So then I
Yeah.
would like smear green and burgundy on like that white painted wall, and then like I wouldn't remove it because like I forgot about it. So then it would just dry up, and then it would just become one with the
Crusty.
paint. Yeah.
Ew.
And my mom never cleaned it for whatever reason.
Memories.
Yeah, memories.
How often do you measure yourself with that height chart?
I don't know.
Oh.
I know that as I was getting ready to move away, it became less and less frequent.
Mm.
Yeah. No, you know what's sad about it? My mom would do it, or my dad would do it. I don't know who. But then at a certain point, they stopped doing it. So then I did it by myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it wasn't like I couldn't like line it up with like the straight line.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was just like, you know, black Sharpie, and then it was just like red crayon, and then like blue
Aw.
crayon. Yeah. Yeah.
So sad.
And then my dad had to move away for work, so we had to move away.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was so salty that like I was leaving my cousins
Yes.
and my aunts and uncles, that like I just didn't understand why I was moving away. And I'm pretty sure that the apartment that we wanted to move into, it just didn't like pan out straight away.
Oh.
Or like we didn't have a place set up right away, but we had to go immediately for work. So my mom, my dad, and me, we stayed in a 1-bedroom place
Mm-hmm.
in this other Filipino family's home.
Oh, I remember this.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the thing that I remember about that place was that like it was always cold in there. And then they also had a really bad rat problem.
Oh, nope.
And
Nope.
like the drawers would be like bitten into and stuff.
Mhm.
Thankfully I never like actually encountered a rat, but like they would scurry during the night and I could hear them and stuff.
A lot of animal problems.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we moved into an apartment, and that was cool.
Mhm.
Apartments are nice. And that one, nothing really remarkable about that place. And then we moved to where we are now.
Mhm.
So
How old were you?
when
When
When-
you moved into the one that you're in now, or that you're moving back to now?
maybe 13, maybe 14 years old.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I feel like those little homes that you grow up in, you know, they just get like imprinted into your brain.
Yeah.
You know, I often have dreams where I'm at a home
Okay.
and it's my childhood home,
Okay. For me, it's one of my childhood homes too.
but like not my current home, which is weird.
I guess it's telling you that like there are parts of you that miss it.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, when I do have dreams, it's the one we lost in 2008.
Yeah.
When I have dreams about houses, sometimes it's that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
I
think
think just like the layout just gets like permanently glued to your brain.
we had
You
a
just-
pool table.
You had a pool table? Pool sick.
Yeah, but like I didn't know how to play.
Mm-hmm.
I actually used it as a swimming pool. We pretend to swim in it.
Okay. Nice.
I always remember most of my bedrooms, I was always on top of the garage. Not the apartment, of course, but like in the houses that we were in, my room was always on top of the garage.
Interesting.
And I mean, I have no issue with it,
Mm.
but I just think that's an interesting fact for all of my bedrooms. I've always been on top of the garage.
Garage girl.
I
see.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's childhood homes, but
At least you grew up with family. Like a lot of like family members around you, like your cousins.
oh
you,
yeah,
you got to
okay,
go
I
to
was
a
about
lot
to
of.
say, I was like, yeah, like I'm
I
not
didn't
Harry
have
Potter.
a family.
Yeah,
I
like,
lived in the cupboard.
Vengeance. It's not like a Batman story.
No, but like a lot of my family members are either in the Philippines, in Hawaii, or in Alaska or something.
Yeah.
Just not in California.
Yeah.
Or even if they are in California, it's far away in the desert.
I mean, yeah. Having cousins, having family other than your direct blood is cool.
Yeah.
It keeps it interesting. I mean, that's just family for you. But yeah, like I'm moving back to my parents' home,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of stigma around that.
Yes, because usually in American culture.
American culture, sure.
Yeah.
There's a big sense of the individual.
Once you turn 18,
It's like, all right, Bobby, you're out of here.
you're old enough to do it yourself.
All right, Bobby, you're 18. Go ahead and figure it out. I mean, what's up with that?
I don't know. I always hated that. And even my parents say, well, at least we didn't kick you out at 18. It's like, you know what? I am thankful for that. Thank you. Because if I look back when I was 18, I don't think I would understand
Yeah.
how to fend for myself and find my own place. Let
18,
alone
18 is still so young, man.
Yes, it really is.
Like, I mean, like, people don't develop their brain completely until
25.
Until like 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is when I moved out.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
I'm 25 right now.
Yeah.
Not there yet.
Yeah, not there yet. But, like, I just, yeah, I don't know why there is this intense pressure. I mean, I never really experienced it because, you know, in Asian cultures and also in some, like, Hispanic cultures, there is a, and, you know, again, this is just, like, the majority.
You add to the nest.
You add to the nest, you build from the nest. There's a sense of collectivism versus
Yes.
individualism.
Mm-hmm.
And in collectivism, it's just more about, like, it's not about the individual, it's about the whole.
The whole.
And representing the whole, and the whole being, like, the family, right?
Yes.
And so it's like you're not leaving the home until either one of two things. Like, one, you have a spouse or a husband, a wife, and two, like, you just make
bank.
you make bank, and it's just kind of like fuck you money.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
But sometimes even then, when you do get married, it's like, there are some families that get married, but that doesn't mean they move out either. Again, you just add to the nest.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have grandkids. They get added.
Yeah. And.
I don't like that.
But you don't like them moving out at 18.
I don't like moving out of 18, but at the same time, I also don't see myself living with my parents my whole entire life.
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah.
And I think my parents are slowly accepting that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice, because I know before they definitely were against it, like maybe until you get married. But in their eyes, they didn't think I was going to get married for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like, yeah, leave whenever you feel like you're ready, and when you are actually ready to get married, then you and your husband, you and your partner can get your own place, and you can leave here.
Mm-hmm.
But for them, that seemed like until, like, I don't know, my 30s maybe, but
Yeah. And there are plenty of people that live with their parents until their 30s. I personally think that I'm doing it for the right reasons. Some people don't ever want to leave. And that's where it gets a little problematic.
a little very problematic.
Very problematic, sure.
Especially if you don't contribute to the household either.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything at all,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you're the problem.
I mean, I feel like I'm moving back with a purpose in mind. So that way I come out with a better plan. And
You're not even fully moved back yet, and you're already doing a lot to help your parents.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, my parents are in the Philippines right now. And I'm doing a lot at the house. I'm talking stacks on stacks of Tupperwares. Bye bye.
There's a lot with no lids.
Yeah.
I got
All
so
of the
frustrated.
leftover soy sauce packets from 2019. Bye bye.
There's some beans from 2021.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, my parents are low key hoarders, and it's not good.
It's not good.
I need some Marie Kondo in my life.
You need to find joy.
Yeah. And it's their house. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. But
Yeah. You're also going to live in it, so there's that.
yeah. And I can only really take control of the space that I'm being given.
Yes.
You know, I'm not coming in just kind of stomping my feet around and saying like I want it my way.
Mm-hmm.
There still has to be that kind of like semblance of like respect that I afford to them because they are housing me.
Yes.
And so
Property.
yes. So, but like I'm doing what I can with my space. So, for example, yesterday, what did we do?
We painted his old bedroom.
My old
Or
bedroom.
Going to be your
Or
current bedroom.
Current bedroom or an office. We're not too sure what's going on with it quite yet, but
Yeah.
we painted it.
Painted
And
it. First coat done.
first coat done, and it was a good time.
It's a nice aesthetic white.
Yeah, we got aesthetic white. Sherman Miller, shout out to you. Don't forget to-
Sherwin Williams, I think is what the paint brand is called.
Sherman Williams, guys, for all of your paint needs.
Yes.
So if you're looking to paint your home or your office space today, Sherwin Williams is your brand of choice. Use discount code Bahalaka.
For absolutely nothing.
For absolutely
once
nothing.
again.
Nothing. Once again. Thank you, sponsors. Yeah, and
I've definitely had experience painting rooms because my family, we would do that ourselves. But how was your experience painting?
it was good. I thought I was gonna get high
No,
off the fumes.
We had the window open, which helped a lot, and all the doors were open
but
as well.
It was cool, man. It was cool. It felt a little liberating to see, like, what the house came with, that original coat of paint, and just seeing it kind of like go away.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, I don't know, it was very moving
That was
do
you
that.
back then.
Yeah,
This
and
color.
this is my new me, this is my transformation.
Literally. Oh, we didn't cheers.
Oh yeah, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking cherry cola.
I'm drinking herbal tea because my allergies are off the charts right now, and I need to lubricate my throat. And we did some other stuff. We took out the blinds.
So I got the blinds. Like, I don't even know what it's exactly called, but it's the vertical blinds, like the plastic ones.
Yeah, the ones where you have to, do this with the pole to turn off all the blinds. And that's just like my big complaint about my parents' house. It's just there's not enough light in it.
Yes.
And I got all these freaking plants that need all this light. And
So I feel like
Yeah.
there's going to be that one that probably suffers.
they're all gonna suffer, dog.
I feel like you'll be okay. You just have to be smart about the plant.
I think so.
placement.
I mean, growth lights.
Oh.
I might get growth lights. That might
Yes.
be very helpful. But
Yes.
yeah, the house is a work in progress.
It really is.
I have 3.5 weeks, maybe less, to do more with the place.
I don't know why in my head it feels like it's this week,
Yeah,
but it's
I mean, we have a busy month,
it is.
so.
Yeah, it's very busy.
and at the end of the month, I'm expected to move back in.
Mm-hmm.
So, thankfully, I haven't really acquired a lot of stuff in my time living here. If anything, I've
And even then, I feel
gotten
like
rid of stuff.
you've also been very minimal in your
Oh, thank you.
things anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like my room. I acquire a lot of bits and bobs.
So, long story short, guys, like, moving away, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Moving back home,
That's a bit hard.
it's hard.
I feel like it's a lot harder emotionally. I think moving all the furniture back, that's doable. No matter how hard it is to move furniture down a flight of stairs or whatever. But I think the harder thing to accept is the mental part. Because
Expand on that. What do you mean?
I just feel like you move out. When I want to move out, I don't want to come back either. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to move back in.
And I would be amiss if I didn't say I was feeling some elements of shame and
Yeah.
embarrassment about what I'm doing.
Because I think it's there's like a part of me that if I come back, that means I failed. That's definitely what's going through my head. That's why I haven't moved out yet either. Because one, not ready financially, and then two, I don't want to pursue after something, live somewhere, and then be in a position where, oh fuck, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I gotta move back home. I mean, my parents will welcome me back for sure, but I know there will always be that looming, I told you so. You should have done what I told you to do beforehand.
Yeah.
Before doing all of this. And I don't want to feel that way if I were to come back. If I ever, like, whenever that happens, you know. I want to leave and that's it.
And I think that's what I'm going to feel too, but like, I don't know, man.
But like, it's okay. I think that's what I need to, we both need to
that's
accept
okay. You know,
if it does happen.
There's not one set path. And I'm doing my own thing.
Yes.
It's not like I didn't make any progress towards my life goals.
Yes.
You know, I did a lot of stuff.
You did.
And it's all going to add up one day. But right now, I need to do what's best for me. And that is moving back into my parents' home.
Yep.
And fix that place up.
Yeah, I think that's not just for you. That's also for them.
Yeah.
It's your little I'm back gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll be back sometime in May, and I have a lot to do.
Yeah. We've gotten a lot of progress done, at least. Cleaned out some of the cabinets there.
And the cabinets, the dishes.
Pantry
is cleared up.
Yep.
I think the next step is just going to be like big, bulky pieces of furniture, but that's a project way farther away from now.
Yeah, there's definitely some things where you gotta wait until your parents come back.
Yeah.
We don't want to disrespect their space either.
And yeah. Again, I am moving back into my parents' place, but would I look down on someone for like a friend or like a loved one if they move back into their parents' house?
No.
Not really.
I don't think so.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And also, like, here's another hypothetical here.
Okay.
Assume that we're both single and we just met and we're both really, really interested in each other.
Okay.
Okay. You met me when I was living as a bachelor by myself.
Hell yeah.
With with roommates.
Yes.
How would your perception of me, would that have changed at all if I was like, yeah, I live with my parents?
No, because I still live with my parents.
Yeah.
Because you met me when, and I currently still do, when I lived with my parents.
Yeah.
I'm still with them. Did you look down on me when
No.
I said it?
No.
Yeah, because I think that was something that we've talked about before. It's like, yeah, I live with my parents. It's not ready to move out yet in general. I think that's what I've explained to you.
For some people, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, I guess like if I were to ask, oh, so you live with your parents, what do you do? If you, I don't know, if you've been in the same job and you haven't really done more for yourself, you didn't really progress in a lot of aspects, then that would be a deal breaker for me. Because if you're not ambitious, if you don't have any other aspirations for yourself, then that would be a deal breaker, because you're not trying, right? And that's okay.
Yeah.
But that's not you. That was a hypothetical.
Yeah. Man, it's been a busy year.
Very busy.
Yeah. But what else we gotta say about this topic? Like,
it's also sad because I'm gonna miss this apartment.
Yeah, dude, this place was legit. I mean, when I figured out my layout,
Yep,
it was like clockwork. Yeah, man, this place is nice. It's nicely furnished. It wasn't furnished, but like the walls were nicely painted. I love the big ass bathroom that we had.
It's quiet.
It's
nice.
quiet. I loved working in the kitchen. I loved cooking in the kitchen.
Kitchen it's nice and spacious.
Yeah. And and then I have to work with what I got back at my parents' place, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
At least they have a gas stove.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love flame. So let's just go ahead and just move on from there, guys.
Yeah.
Long story short,
Moving back to your parents, it's okay.
it's okay.
It's okay.
Stop giving people shit for doing it.
Yeah.
They got their reasons.
They have their reasons.
And don't feel pressure to move out when you're 18, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, you're still a kid. You're not even in your 20s yet.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. Like, and if your parents don't want you to stay, then, like, that's just on them. And, like,
Yeah. It's really just like about like your money and the resources that you have. But when you're 18, I don't
there are
think
better
I-
ways to there are better ways to show you like how to live an individual life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So that's it for that one.
all right.
All right.
So that's the main topic of this episode. Second part, we got some more questions from
We didn't finish.
last week. Yeah, we didn't finish.
Yeah, we didn't finish some of the
Didn't
Q&A
finish.
questions from last time.
Yeah.
So I want to just do a few. We don't have to
Yeah.
do all of them.
How long are we running at right now? Just curious. It's the bottom
23 minutes.
plus our additional like 15 or
Yeah.
so. So we're running good. But
Nice.
well, how many do you want to answer today? Do you want to answer all of them?
Just 2 each.
Just 2 each?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not so bad.
Who wants to go first?
Wait, there's a dice.
Oh, you got a dice.
I put the dice in.
LOL.
here.
Okay. Highest one answers first or what?
Picks a question and asks the other person
Okay,
first. 7.
7 per cabin.
I'm not saying the other part.
Who's in heaven?
4.
Okay.
So we go.
So I go?
You go first.
Okay.
You pull the question. I answer. Remember?
Okay. How about the other person doesn't answer unless they really, really want to?
Unless you really want to.
Okay.
Sure.
How about that?
I feel like that's mine. That's my handwriting.
Who's your favorite character from Shrek?
I want you to answer this too.
I don't really have an answer.
Oh.
I mean,
But you-
Shrek 1 and 2 are great.
Did you watch all the Shrek movies?
No, I have not. Shrekily Happily Ever After? Is that one of them? Ogrely Ever After? I don't know.
I actually forgot the title.
What's your
But
favorite character in Shrek?
favorite character. Donkey.
Donkey.
Donkey. Do you really not have a favorite Shrek character? I was actually curious when I wrote this one.
I mean, who has the biggest character arc? Who transforms the most from beginning to end? That's probably Shrek.
Yeah.
Shrek is a Shakespeare character.
Yeah.
You know, he starts off an ogre, comes out the other side a changed ogre. So, probably
Yeah.
Shrek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you want the meme answer, I love me a good Lord Farquaad. We love our short kings here in this podcast. On the Bahalaka podcast, we love our 5'5" and under people. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, my turn. I looked like Lord Farquaad when my hair was short.
I loved it.
Okay, ready? I don't think this is yours or mine.
This is Sean, Chris, and Martin. Christian.
Yep.
Okay.
What's your body count?
That's my body count.
And then it was yeah, let's start off with the first part because this is a 2-parter. So yeah, what's your body count? Not murder. Sex.
Body count, as in the people that I've had sex with.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh,
This is why we have the explicit tag on this podcast now.
yeah. It's not just because we say the word fuck or shit.
Okay. I mean, I
Mine's a lot.
yours is not a lot. I know this. Do I have to answer this, yo?
Why not?
Okay.
I thought I know your answer.
You do know my answer.
Okay, but you're making it seem like it's more than what I know.
I know, but this is going out to the whole web.
I feel like it's gonna come up at some point in
It will.
certain topics.
The answer is 2. Just 2. A happy, enthusiastic, Um, uh,
Dos.
dos.
Yeah.
Dalawa.
Dalawa. Okay.
It's 2.
And it won't go up there, right? That's it.
Unless I become a Kingsman and I have to do it for spy purposes.
mission?
For a mission.
We just watched Kingsman, the Golden Circle, so
Yeah.
that's why he's
Yeah.
that's what he's referencing. But even then, I will not approve of that.
Sorry, it's either you or the world.
Oh God. Okay, that's it. So 2. That's including me, right? Cool. Yay.
What's the second part of the question?
Should I say my part?
No, you don't have
You don't
to
want
answer.
me to answer? Mine's 2. Follow up. Does body count matter?
Does body count matter? Matter to who?
Matter to who?
I mean, dude, like, no.
It doesn't matter. I think.
You know what's funny? My dad tells me all the time. He's
Uh-oh.
he's like, not only in this relationship, but my relationships prior. He's just like, I mean, I don't think he says this about you anymore because he gotten to know you better and
Good.
he knows how important you are to my life. But dude, my dad's a old-fashioned playboy who, yeah, I mean, he's just always like, you have one girlfriend, just get like 2 more. Always be looking around.
No.
I know someone.
No.
You know someone that's suitable for me. Dad, you're 78. Always be looking.
Somebody.
Have fun. Just don't settle. Yo,
Nah, I'm a true monogamist.
I mean,
Monogamy?
I'm not gonna yuck your yum, but like, do what you want with who you want.
Yeah.
Just like be safe about it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, body count doesn't matter. It's just your health matters.
Your health matters. Make sure that you're tested. Make sure you don't have any STDs. Make sure that the other person that you're with doesn't have any STDs or anything like that.
And that they're not lying.
And they're not lying.
Some people are scum and they hide it.
They do, and that's like a crime.
Yeah. Yep.
Not for body count, but like stuff like, oh, sorry, I gave you herpes. Like, I'm pretty sure that's
Whoops.
a crime.
Yeah, because I think is it also it's also illegal if like it's like, oh, are you on birth control or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, I am, but then they don't take it
Yeah.
because they purposely want.
Yeah, that's a crime.
Yeah, that's a crime.
Does body count? I mean, do you think body count matters?
I don't think so.
I think the only time it matters, y'all, is when one, you're a virgin, or the other person is also a virgin, or the other person is a virgin and you're not. I think it's very important that you should discuss with someone because, like,
Because what if they want someone that hasn't done it before either?
not even that. It's just like, I mean, I don't think that's. I mean, if you want that, sure, but like,
I think you have to really be honest with.
but
the
those are high
person.
standards.
Yeah.
Because in 2023, like, it's hard to find someone that's like also.
Yeah.
But then, guys, like, it doesn't. I mean, your first time is very important. That is a core memory in
Yep.
in someone's life,
Whether it was good or bad.
good or bad, or whatever. That's part's important. It's just don't just take that for granted from
Yeah.
someone. So
That's what you mean by like being a virgin. Like someone's a virgin and the other one has experience.
Yeah.
I had no idea where you're going with that, but now it makes sense.
Yeah, so that's where body count matters. But then once you're past like one, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, it's not a show. It's not a competition to see how many people I've slept with, because
Oh my God, you slept with 20?
yeah.
That's so cool. I don't care.
But then also, I feel like, I mean,
I just want you to be safe.
be safe. And I feel like I just have I'm very much, I don't like going through that because I've never understood hookup culture.
Mm.
And I don't think, I mean, I get it, but I've never partook in it and never had an interest in hookup culture.
For yourself, yes.
For myself. One, just because, like, it's just, I don't want it.
I mean, I get lazy. When I say I get lazy, like I don't want to have to keep restarting the like get to know me stage over and over
That part
again.
is so important. And I don't want to desensitize myself from doing that.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm definitely like date to marry type of person.
Yeah, or just date for
So,
long term.
Date for long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to keep going through the whole cycle again because I don't want to lose myself in all of that. That's not me.
Nice.
Nice.
Next question?
Yep. You're next and you're last.
Yes. Y'all, thank you so much for coming in and listening, video or audio.
Yep.
We got a special episode for next week too.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it more.
Yeah.
I'll keep it a surprise.
Yeah.
Ha. What was your favorite trip that you've taken so far? I have my answer. I feel like you already know mine.
I feel like you already know mine. Do you not know mine? Maybe.
That doesn't necessarily mean with each other.
No, it doesn't. But this
Yours
one.
is San Fran.
No, it's not.
That's not.
When the last time I went to San Francisco, I was in 3rd grade.
Oh shit.
When I was younger. Mine was Las Vegas last year.
That was your favorite trip.
Yeah, with you and the boys.
Me and the boys were going again in a couple months here. We haven't even confirmed who's going. We should talk about that after we're done recording.
Yep.
Yeah, Vegas with the boys. It was a good time. We ate a lot of good food.
Was that yours too?
No.
Oh,
What's mine?
I don't know what yours is.
So I went to Edinburgh.
Oh yeah.
So I went to Scotland and London for 2 days. It was cool. We landed in London,
I want to go.
and then we took this long-ass train all the way down over to Scotland. It was rainy every single day. Saw some amazing castles. We stayed at this like Scottish university too. So like we would go into these like dorm, like the cafeterias, and there was all these other like actors and performers in there too. This is for the Fringe Festival, by the way. And I'm pretty sure in Scotland it's like the premier one. So we show off like your theater works and stuff like that. And it was cool, man. I really, really enjoyed it. I was around my close friends at that time. And, yeah. It would have been a lot cooler, though, if I was legal to drink. Because there was definitely there were a few lads there. Because drinking age there is 18, I'm pretty sure. So they were getting smashed.
Like your friends?
Some of them, the older ones, yeah. Because I was only like 16, I think.
Dang.
Yeah. We got scared. One of them, like, drank too much.
Uh-oh.
And like we would like go out. They would go out like at nighttime, like at the cobblestone streets. Like
This was just like during your free time?
yeah.
Wow.
Once rehearsal was done and like we didn't have a performance that day, they would just do that. That's cool.
When we going?
When are we going?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. I gotta get my visa, my passport. Sorry,
Probably. I think mine's good for another few years.
mine's hella expired. I also think get my driver's license
renewed.
Oh. Shit. That's soon.
Hi.
Okay, I'll plan that out.
That's not podcast material.
Okay.
Wait.
Here's some screaming outside, y'all.
Someone's fighting. All right, next question. This is yours, I think. What's your go-to drink at a bar? That's your question, right? At a bar. Jack and Coke.
Do you like the taste of that?
Yeah. There are times where if I've had a good amount of it, then I'll ask them to go light on the Jack and Coke, rum and Coke. I ask them to go light on the alcohol. And next thing you know, all I taste is Coke. I do like it. That's like when we're in Vegas, when like the people will be going around asking, "What would you like to drink?" That's what I would ask for, rum and Coke.
Nice.
Yeah. It's yours. Yours changes a lot.
My changes a lot. I'm always really open to new drinks. I don't drink a lot.
Neither do I.
And I don't really like cocktails. So, I mean, I do, but like I'm not gonna go out of my way to go get one. Mainly because I think alcohol is very expensive. But I usually would just go for beer. I like Corona. I like Modelo, both with lime. If I want to do something a little bit more hard, I like Stone IPA. I like hard free ciders. I like hard cider a lot. I think cider is really yummy.
Cider's good.
Yeah.
I hate beer though.
I think it's good. I think it tastes great. When it comes to cocktails, I like tequila sunrises, I guess. I like espresso martinis. That's mostly what I got last time I went. But for some reason, the one that I asked for, because I got this at a wedding for a cousin of mine, and they had an open bar, and I didn't know what to get. I had like 3 of these drinks. It's called like a Tom Collins, which is just like, and the thing is that I always say that, and they never know what that is. Bartenders never know what a Tom Collins is. I think it's an old school drink.
You asked for one in Vegas, right? And they knew?
I guess.
I think they did.
Essentially, it's just kind of like a lime, lemony
Okay.
drink with like some sort of alcohol. I'm not too sure.
You had to have gotten it once in Vegas, I think.
Yeah, I did. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm always open to new stuff. But
I always like sweet.
Yeah. Next time we go, I think I want to try to see if I can get soju.
In Vegas?
Yeah, dude. Soju is.
They have that? I think we tried. I don't think that was an option for a lot of places.
We'll try.
We'll see.
'Cause
If they
soju's
have
so
it,
good,
I'm
dude.
getting it. I'm getting my own bottle.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's all I got.
That's all I got. I don't know. There's a lot happening in life right now. There's a lot of projects, like especially us fixing up your home,
Mm-hmm.
your own home. Other life updates we may have.
It's my birthday next month. Turn
Yeah.
28.
What's coming? What's coming this week?
Disneyland.
We're going to Disney. Yay!
We're gonna go with Sean and Brittany,
Yes.
and it's Brittany's first time,
Yeah.
and I feel like we're gonna make it more of like a food trip this time.
Because we
I
went.
mean, we're gonna ride all the rides, of course, but like
course.
we're really gonna like go ham on the food.
Yeah,
So-
because when we first went for my birthday in February, it was like the overall experience. Food was just like a little bonus.
Yeah.
Now this time, especially for you, before we went for my birthday, you haven't been in a while, right?
Mhm.
Since high school.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of like your first time in a while experience. And now like, you're like a pro.
I'm a pro now. Yeah.
You're a pro.
I'm like, give me your tickets. We're gonna Genie Plus this at this time. While we're on this ride, we're gonna go and Genie Plus that, and we're gonna also make our reservation for this time.
Yeah, for food.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm excited.
yeah.
I'm excited to eat.
Other than that,
See Mickey.
I mean, the rest of the year is looking like. I don't know.
We have goals for this podcast, but like, we don't know what it will be like at the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we'll
I would like
see
to.
how it goes.
I would like to keep it consistent. And speaking of consistency in regards to this podcast, another thing is that we're gonna upload 3 times a month.
Mm-hmm.
Last week of the month, no new episode. That just allows us to kind of take the time off to kind of recharge and to think of new ideas. But also, if we do have a lot of creative energy, it'll allow us to record that week anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so that way we can have a backlog of stuff if we decide to not record that week, or if we're sick or something like that.
We'll probably start this like officially next month of
Yeah,
May.
month of May,
because
we'll
we
take the last
started
week off.
Mid-April.
Yeah.
So that means next week probably will be our break, but we'll officially start that kind of schedule in next month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, other than that, May, we have, I'm not sure if we're going yet, but we have a film festival that we might go to.
It really depends on
For Good Filipino Kids, which is a movie that I acted in.
an actor.
And then June, we have Twice.
We're going to see Twice.
And Vegas
Vegas again.
2.0.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, y'all. Thanks again for coming through. Small little edit here. We are still working out all the kinks in regards to
Tech.
recording and tech and stuff, but I'm pretty sure the audio is going to come out nice and
You're
all that.
doing a great job.
No,
love.
thanks. You're doing a great job too.
Thank you.
I think the camera's going to look great this time around, but it's going to go from 60 FPS to 30 FPS real quick.
It's okay.
Well, that's okay. Y'all, please share this. If you're listening to this on Spotify, like, fuck yeah.
If you're watching this on Spotify,
if you're watching this,
double
like,
fuck yeah.
great. Guys, share it around.
Yeah.
We're just one small podcast in the millions of podcasts out there, but we're just trying to have fun with it, and your support will motivate us to keep going. So
Exactly. We have our social media. Our handles for Instagram and TikTok is at Bahalaka Pod. And then our YouTube channel is Bahalaka Podcast.
yeah,
And then, yeah, thank you everyone for listening, watching, and
Yeah.
just supporting us throughout this whole journey.
This whole journey. By the way, I was looking at some analytics later. If we get 100 listeners in 30 days for like in total, it doesn't have to be for one episode.
Okay.
We get to put ads on this.
I feel like we'll get there.
We'll get there. We're not going to do it right now, but like,
We'll get there at some
God
point.
damn.
I'll be excited.
God damn. Also, for people that don't know us IRL in real life and you're watching this, please let us know why you clicked on this podcast to even listen to it in the first place. I'm always really interested about that. It's like, how do people start up a new podcast? You know, if it's not someone that they know. So if you are listening to this and you have no idea who we are and this is your first exposure to us, send us an email. Let us know why you clicked on us and why you wanted to check us out.
And our email is bahalakapod@gmail.com.
Yes.
Or feel free to shoot us a DM on our social medias.
Love it. Yeah. And with that, have a good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Safe journeys, safe travels.
Ready? We'll say goodbye on 3. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Goodbye, everybody.